Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are back at the Kamppi underground bus terminal and ready to create bus line 213, which runs from Kamppi to Kauklahti. In the beginning it's pretty similar to line 212, so we'll start by creating the line. You know the usual procedures already by now. And so, like I said, we will, oops, no, it was an oops in the beginning already, so we'll start from there. And then we'll stop at Hanken, and then we'll stop at Apollonkatu, and then we'll stop at Töölöntori. And then let's have a little look what happens next. So it's gonna be Kirjailijanpuisto, Naisten klinikka, and Hartmanin katu. Oops. It's Kirjailijanpuisto, that's Naisten klinikka, and that's Hartmanin. And then we will stop at Meilahdenttie, Paassiuksen kaari, Munkkiniemen aukio, and Lokkalantie. So Meilahdenttie, Paassiuksen kaari, Munkkiniemen aukio, and Lokkalantie. I will also stop at Niemenmäki because I can. And then we're gonna move on to the highway. The following stop is called Leppäsolmu. And Leppäsolmu's location is gonna be, let me see, because that's gonna be a new stop. Leppäsolmu Alknuten is gonna be located after this massive stop. It will also be made of country road, which will be a double stop. So Leppäsolmu Alknuten is located right around here. And then we'll be traveling from Leppäsolmu. All the way through there. Oops, that was not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to start giving mixed signals. Oops, but as you can see, the Turun väylä, Oululeden, which runs from Helsinki to Turku as a motorway, is the thing we're operating on now. Now after Leppäsolmu, our following stop will then be at Turvesolmu. That's gonna be Torvknuten. And that's gonna be the probably next stop on this line. So Turvesolmu, Torvknuten is located in the next junction. After, well, let's connect Turvesolmu with the previous stop there. There we go. All simple and clear and very fast to operate because not many stops. After Turvesolmu, we will have a stop at Nihtisilta. Probably that's going to be Knäktbron, which absolutely right. It's gonna be Nihtisilta Knäktbron. I will make it a separate stop. Oh no, I won't have to because Nihtisilta Knäktbron, it is located. I mean, the stops are located on the ramps, but as this save doesn't include any ordinary one family cars, or what do you call them? Personal cars, private cars. What are they? Well, anyway, because they don't connect, or the roads don't have to handle ordinary traffic, I can place the stops in the middle of the road. That's what I meant to say. There we go. So it's going to race fairly fast through Espoo until it no longer does. But that's another thing. We're not in that thing yet. Now we'll just push it on the highway through Espoo, and I will thank myself later because this highway is needed in the future a lot. If you could say so. So there's Nihtisilta. Then after Nihtisilta, we'll have a stop at a stop called Ullanmäki. Ullasbacken. And that stop in turn is going to be a country road stop. It's going to be located right in here. I will make the double stop. It's not, but it's just easier for me that way. There we go. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I accidentally made it, what do you call it? A highway stop. It's not, but it doesn't matter. So there we go, and from here on we'll do a double track country road. So throughout all this, it remains a country road, and then let's just see what happens and how things will change from being just difficult things on the map into actually becoming what I am actually trying to create in here. So there, fairly long distance once again. And this line actually covers a very long distance because the Espoo center is around 20-30 kilometers from the Helsinki city center, so it's going to be one hell of a race to get there. But if you can drive 100 kilometers an hour, why not just push it? Oops. Then we're gonna need to connect the city road with the highway in here, and then we're gonna need to create the ramp the other way around. So first let's go here, and then let's go back to the city roads and create a double track city road running right next to the railway there. Oops. We're also going to have to build a bridge above the road at some point, but that is at some point, that is not no. So then we're also going to create a crossing here. After that, the buses can attack the highway with 100 kilometers an hour. There. Oops, let's also add some signals in here. We're gonna need them later on, perhaps, perhaps not. I'm not sure how many buses will use this ramp in the end. So Ullamäki is over there. Then after Ullamäki, we're gonna have a stop at a stop called Tuomarilan Rinne. And that's gonna be Domsbybranten. And it's gonna be located somewhere in here. Oh yes, by this crossing in here. That's gonna be a city road stop, so oops, a double one, thank you. So Tuomarilan Rinne, Domsbybranten. There we go. The following stop is then called Tuomarilan Asema, so we'll just place the stop by the Tuomarila station, which is in here, and it shouldn't be too difficult to just add another platform to the existing station. So there. So it's a platform of the Tuomarila station. I could have avoided this by just renaming the station Tuomarilan Asema, but that would not make much sense in my opinion, so this is the way I am handling it, and that's best for me. That works best for me. What do we have then? Okay, so we have Tuomarila there. Then we're gonna stop at Suvelan Risti, meaning that we're actually gonna connect this road with the existing road in here. And make a very, very sharp turn. Left. There we go. Yes, I think that should be correct. And then we'll build the blueprints and run this bus through the Turunväylä highway all the way to Tuomarila. That is it. Build all the shit. That's 2.2 million, and then let's go back to the lines. And there is actually a lot of... Where the hell am I? Yes, I'm here. So, yeah. The first stop is going to be at Leppäsolmu. That's a 4-kilometer straight run. Then at Turvesolmu and at Nihtisilta. Another fairly long straight run off and then to Ullasbacken and then over there and over that station and then left to Suvelan Risti. From Suvelan Risti we will actually move on to Joupimäki. Kirstin koulu, Kirstinmäki, Kirstinharju, Valapuisto. Then there's a stop at the Espoo station and then one at Samaria. Another one at Espoo station and then Kaivomestarinkatu. Kirkkopuisto. But then we're gonna create one more small loop to this line. And after Kirkkopuisto, we will then stop at Nimismiehen pelto. Wonder what that will be. Lensmansåkern. So we're actually going to continue straight from here to there. Oops. And after Nimismiehen pelto, we'll have a stop at Nimismiehen mäki, Lensmansbacken, which is going to be located around here. After that, we're gonna stop at Muuralankumpu, Muurbykullen, which is over here. Sorry about that. Oops. And after Muuralankumpu, sorry. We're still gonna stop at Muuralansilta. Well, Muurbybron. Then we're gonna build the Muuralansilta bridge, which of course runs, oops, well, I don't care about that, that's fine. Runs above another highway. of some sort, or a bigger road of some sort. I don't know. So that's another bridge, and then we're gonna run it all the way to... No, well, one more stop at Mikkelsinkuja. Mikkelsgränden, which is located just before the crossing. And then we're gonna connect with this road here. Now, please do not do that. I mean, what the fuck? Don't. I mean, it looks so good in there. Okay, whatever. No. What the fuck? This kind of a bug I have never seen before. Obviously, I will have to put it from the other way around then. Because this will... No, it will just... Okay. Why? Why does this game want to cross the tracks on the roads? So there, we build another nice little loop for the line, and then we're just gonna create the line in here. And then we're gonna stop at Mikkelantie, right? Yes, and then at Mikkelantörme. Oops, that's right. After Mikkelantörme, we're gonna stop at Mustarinne, Hollimäki, Kyytimäki, Erik Basse, Lilboss, and amazingly enough, after that we're gonna stop at the Kauklahti station if it's possible. It is possible. And then after Kauklahti station it's gonna be Hansakallio, Riiantie, Puikkari, and Hansavalkaman Aukio. And from Hansavalkaman Aukio we'll then build a one-way loop from here to here. And that should do the trick. Because now we're going back. Yes. Now we're going back, and that's exactly the route we're going to take. So I nailed it. This is going to be a fairly long line. Something's happened in here. Well, nothing important. So this was quite an interesting line to create, to be honest, because it was so different. And once again, these 200 lines are very nicely connecting the earlier created 100 lines together, which of course always opens new possibilities. They only have a few new stops, and yet they change the world. Isn't that inspiring, and then we'll get back to the highway in here. And the highway stops at, of course, or all pretty far away. And we'll stop at Niemenmäki, Lokkalantie, and Munkkiniemen Puistotie, and the rest of the city center stops, which we've created during the previous lines, and the buses stop in a bit different stops in this area. The difference is probably where they're going to, but that's enough. That is very much enough, because the line is ready. Then let's see how often we'll have to run it, because I don't think it runs 24/7. It does not. It only runs from Monday to Friday, but when it does, it runs every 20. No. The busiest schedule is 15 minutes, but it mostly runs every 20 minutes. So let's just go out there and make it something between 15 and 20 and be satisfied with that, shall we? The first bus has been bought, and that's 2 hours and 6 minutes, so that's going to be quite a lot of buses to be purchased. Now we're down to 103. So let's just not stop breathing just yet. We're down to 42. Now we're down to 31. So a couple of more. Okay. 25 is the current count. And down to 21, and I think one more will do the trick. Then we're between 15 and 20. That's it, 80 minutes is a good thing. So, roads have been built, lines have been created, buses have been bought, everything is up and running, and there will of course be a new video tomorrow. So until then, bye!